All right. Hey again, everyone. It's time for another edition of Channel Futures TV. I'm Craig Galbraith, Editorial Director with Channel Futures. Happy today to be talking with Rami Ramaha, Director of Product Marketing, SD-WAN at Fortinet. Rami, how are you today?
I'm doing great, Craig. Thanks for having me today.
Absolutely. Glad to have you. So excited to talk today a little bit about SD-WAN. Curious how you best describe Fortinet's SD-WAN solution to your partners.
Sure thing, Craig. So if we step back and look at what's been happening in the last few years, infrastructure complexity has increased quite a bit, especially with the pandemic, as IT has to deal with and support networks for users that are now working partially in the office and partially outside of the office. So this hybrid work model made it extremely difficult for IT to ensure user experience is consistent and secure no matter the location of the user. So our secure SD-WAN solution is designed to enable our partners to deliver on this premise and much more. So for example, our solution consolidates SD-WAN, next generation firewall, advanced routing, and ZTNA, Zero Trust Network Access enforcement functions into one appliance. So that allows our partners to compete and position our solution for any type of use case, whether it's hybrid work model, secure sensitive WAN, cloud first, or even the journey to SD branch, software-defined branch, and zero trust edge. So they don't have to scramble to figure out which license, which management, or which appliance to order and to position. It's very simple. It's very easy to order. The BOM, the bill of material is not complicated. All that will empower them to differentiate and compete more effectively.
So then does SD-WAN span across all vertical markets, talking about healthcare, manufacturing, retail, and others?
Yes, it does. So SD-WAN as a solution is designed to span across any vertical market segment that has distributed offices, users, and applications. What makes Fortinet secure SD-WAN unique is we provide specific additional capabilities for these different vertical segments. So for example, let's take a look at retail. What's important to them is to expand to SD branch. And this is the desire for majority of customers where they want LAN, wireless WAN, and SD-WAN, all the networking elements to be tightly integrated along with security. So we provide that ability in our platforms with a single management console to make it easy to configure, manage, maintain, and operate the network, as well as we provide the end-to-end network-wide visibility. Another key requirement for retail is scale. As they have hundreds, if not thousands of sites, with our solution, you can scale to more than 10,000 sites. Another example on the vertical market. So if we look at the OT manufacturing, what they need is a ruggedized, secure SD-WAN appliance that fit into these harsh environments. So we offer these ruggedized platforms, not just secure SD-WAN, but also on the LAN and the wireless WAN. But also we enable that convergence of IT and OT as we are able to identify OT traffic and apply appropriate network and security policies to that traffic. Healthcare, on the other hand, they need to protect patient records and they need to be compliant with the regulations. So in our secure SD-WAN, we easily generate automated and customizable compliance rating report like HIPAA that will save network admins tons of time. And with our segmentation capabilities, we ensure that critical traffic is isolated to minimize attack surface. And lastly, if we look at the financial institutions, they need secure SD-WAN with trusted platform module, TPM, to protect passwords and keys against malicious software and phishing attacks. And we provide that in our platforms. So as you can see from these different examples, you need a solution that has all these capabilities to address the needs of vertical segments. And we offer all that in the same FortiGate appliance. And again, all that to enable our partners to target all segments and be in a powerful position.
Yeah, so based on what you've been telling me, Rami, Fortinet SD-WAN, no surprise that it's received analyst and peer recognition in the industry as well. Wondered if you could elaborate on what differentiates Fortinet's SD-WAN portfolio in the industry.
Sure, Greg. So Fortinet Secure SD-WAN, as you mentioned, received analyst accolades from Gartner, IDC, and Frost & Sullivan. For example, we are a leader in the Gartner Magic Quadrant for WAN Edge Infrastructure. We're a leader in the IDC MarketScape and Frost Radar from Frost & Sullivan. But also in the Gartner Critical Capabilities Report, we ranked number one in 3 out of the 5 use cases. So secure sensitive WAN is, we ranked number one, and this is where security needs to be part of the SD-WAN solution. The other use case that we rank number one is remote worker. This is the work from anywhere model. This is the hybrid work. And this is where ZTNA function that we have in the secure SD-WAN is part of the solution. And the third use case is the small branch. This is the SD branch where we bring in the LAN, the wireless LAN, the wireless WAN, all these different components and SD-WAN, all these different elements into under one management. So we're the only vendor to get highest number one rankings out of these use cases. Another recognition that we got is from Gartner Peer Insights, where we received the customer's choice. This is where our customers who deployed our solution share their experience on the Gartner Peer Insights platform. We've received this customer choice 3 years in a row. And now we have over 35,000 WAN Edge customers, and analysts agree on really these key points or key differentiators in our solution. The first one is more focused on where we have a well-rounded WAN Edge product that offers a robust and versatile security solution in addition to solid application performance optimization and SD-WAN capabilities. The other one is more about where we consolidate SD-WAN, next generation firewall, advanced routing, and ZTNA enforcement functions into one appliance running one operating system managed by one management console that simplifies architecture and management and makes our solution suitable for any WAN architecture, including hybrid work, SD branch, cloud first, zero trust edge. The third one is really more focused on where we have a purpose-built ASIC approach, and that gives us to the highest scale and performance in the industry and allows us for inline SSL inspection. And the fourth one is more about where we, again, I mentioned this before, we bring a tight integration with all the different networking elements in the branch or in the campus, and that's the LAN, the wireless LAN, the wireless WAN, where everything is managed from a single console. And what that means for organization is that they can easily transition to an SD branch. So these are some of the key differentiators that we hear from analysts talking about our solution.
Rami, it's been great learning more about Fortinet SD-WAN today. Thanks for joining me for this episode of Channel Futures TV.
Excellent. Thanks, Craig.